Hey there, science enthusiasts. Welcome back to For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Today, I'm thrilled to dive into a groundbreaking topic with you. Recently, Dr. Tarek Farouk Nagla from the Nuclear Power Plants Authority in Cairo, Egypt, alongside Engineer Mohamed Elmesawy, made waves at the 2023 IAEA technical meeting. Their presentation, the Water Coolant Performance for Fission and Fusion Reactors. Water is a superhero in the world of nuclear reactors. Dr. Nagla explained how its thermodynamic properties make it an efficient coolant, minimizing corrosion and maximizing fuel efficiency. This means safer and more sustainable nuclear power. But the real excitement is in the realm of fusion reactors. Dr. Nagla's lecture covered cutting-edge projects like Japan's DEMO and the ITER, revealing the immense potential and the challenges of using water as a coolant in extreme conditions. Imagine harnessing the power of the sun right here on Earth. So, what does this mean for the future of nuclear technology? It's all about increased safety, efficiency, and sustainability. Water-cooled reactors could be the key to unlocking a cleaner, greener energy future. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the frontiers of science and technology. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting insights.
Nuclear power, a source of immense energy, relies on a surprisingly familiar element: water. This element, often taken for granted in our daily lives, is the backbone of nuclear energy production. Without it, the entire process of harnessing nuclear power would be fraught with challenges and dangers. Water plays a critical role in both fission and fusion, the two main types of nuclear reactions. In fission, atoms are split to release energy, while in fusion, atoms are combined. Both processes generate immense heat, and water is essential in managing this heat effectively. It acts as a coolant, keeping these powerful reactions in check and preventing meltdowns. The circulating water absorbs the heat produced, ensuring that the reactor remains at a stable temperature. This is crucial for the safety and efficiency of the power plant. Without water, harnessing nuclear energy safely and efficiently would be incredibly difficult. The risk of overheating and potential reactor damage would be significantly higher, posing a threat to both the environment and human safety. Water's importance in nuclear technology stems from its unique properties. It has a high specific heat capacity, meaning it can absorb a lot of heat before its temperature rises significantly. This makes it an excellent medium for heat transfer. It's readily available and affordable, making it a practical choice for large-scale industrial use. Power plants are often situated near large bodies of water to ensure a steady supply for cooling purposes. But water's true value lies in its remarkable ability to absorb and transfer heat. This property is what makes it indispensable in the cooling systems of nuclear reactors. This ability makes it an ideal coolant for the intense heat generated by nuclear reactors. The water absorbs the heat and then transfers it away from the reactor core, maintaining a safe operating temperature.
Imagine trying to cool down a boiling kettle without water. The steam would continue to build up and the kettle would eventually overheat, potentially causing damage. It would be nearly impossible. The same principle applies to nuclear reactors where the stakes are much higher. Similarly, nuclear reactors produce enormous amounts of heat that must be constantly managed. The heat generated is far beyond what any other cooling method could handle efficiently. Water's exceptional thermal properties make it the perfect tool for this vital task. It not only cools the reactor, but also helps in the efficient transfer of heat to other parts of the power plant where it can be used to generate electricity. It ensures that the reactor operates within safe temperature limits, preventing damage to the reactor core and ensuring the continuous generation of electricity. This continuous cycle of heat absorption and transfer is what makes water the unsung hero of nuclear power.
Water's ability to absorb and transfer heat is exceptional. This unique property is not just a trivial fact, but a cornerstone of many scientific and industrial applications. From the simple act of boiling water in our kitchens to the complex mechanisms of cooling systems in nuclear reactors, water's thermal properties play a crucial role. This is due to its unique molecular structure and high specific heat capacity. The arrangement of hydrogen and oxygen atoms in a water molecule allows it to form hydrogen bonds, which are key to its ability to store and transfer heat efficiently. Specific heat capacity refers to the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius. This concept is fundamental in understanding how different materials respond to heat and why water stands out among them. Water has a remarkably high specific heat capacity, meaning it can absorb a significant amount of heat energy without a drastic rise in its own temperature. This property is particularly important in environments where temperature regulation is critical. This property makes water an excellent coolant for nuclear reactors. In these high-stakes environments, the ability to manage and dissipate heat efficiently is not just beneficial, but essential for safety and functionality. As water flows through the reactor core, it absorbs the heat generated by nuclear fission. This process is meticulously designed to ensure that the reactor remains at a stable temperature, preventing overheating and potential hazards. This hot water is then pumped away to a steam generator, where it heats a separate loop of water, producing steam. The steam generation process is a critical step in converting thermal energy into mechanical energy.
The steam, in turn, drives turbines connected to generators, ultimately producing electricity. This transformation of energy is a marvel of engineering, showcasing how water's thermal properties can be harnessed to generate power on a massive scale. The now cooled water from the reactor core then recirculates back to absorb more heat, creating a continuous cycle of heat transfer and power generation. This cyclical process ensures that the reactor operates efficiently and safely over extended periods. This efficient heat transfer process highlights water's vital role in nuclear power plants. Without water's unique properties, managing the immense heat produced by nuclear reactions would be significantly more challenging. It ensures that the immense heat produced by nuclear reactions is safely managed, converted into usable energy, and doesn't pose a threat to the reactor's integrity. This delicate balance of heat absorption, transfer, and dissipation underscores the indispensable role of water in modern energy production. Welcome back to For Science Salah Lotfy channel, where we delve into the most intriguing and groundbreaking scientific advancements. In our previous segment, I introduced a fascinating lecture delivered by Dr. Tarek Farouk Nagla at the International Atomic Energy Agency, a hub for global nuclear research and innovation. Now let's delve deeper into the original research presented during this event and explore its significant contributions to the field of nuclear technology, particularly focusing on the advancements in coolant systems. The research is titled Water Coolant Performance for Fission and Fusion Reactors, a comprehensive study that sheds light on the pivotal role of water as a coolant in nuclear reactors. It addresses the critical role of water as a coolant in nuclear reactors, examining its effectiveness and challenges in both fission and fusion systems. The study meticulously analyzes how water performs under various operational conditions. This significant study was authored by a distinguished team from the Nuclear Power Plants Authority in Cairo, Egypt, who have been at the forefront of nuclear research and development. Dr. Tarek Farouk Nagla, the leading researcher and corresponding author, can be reached at tarek_nagla@yahoo.com. His expertise and leadership have been instrumental in driving this research forward. Chemical engineer Mohamed Elmesawy, a key contributor whose email is mohamedelmesawy@live.com, played a crucial role in the experimental design and data analysis. And Chemist Nahla Atta Ismaiel, an expert in the field, available at nalao492@gmail.com, brought her extensive knowledge in chemical properties and reactions to the team. The team collaborated to deliver this impactful study, offering new insights into coolant optimization for advanced reactor designs. Their collective efforts have paved the way for future innovations in nuclear technology. The research was presented during the technical meeting on compatibility between coolants and materials for fusion facilities and advanced fission reactors, held from October 30th to November 3rd, 2023, in Vienna, Austria. This event brought together leading experts from around the world. This prestigious meeting, hosted by the International Atomic Energy Agency, provided a platform to showcase advancements in nuclear coolant technologies, fostering international collaboration and knowledge exchange. The study explores water's thermodynamic properties, its role in minimizing corrosion, and its effectiveness under extreme temperatures and radiation environments. These factors are crucial for the safe and efficient operation of nuclear reactors. The findings are especially relevant for fusion reactors like ITER, where innovative coolant management is essential for future energy solutions. The research highlights the potential for water to be used more effectively in these advanced systems. This groundbreaking research underscores the importance of collaboration and innovation in the nuclear industry. By working together, scientists and engineers can overcome the challenges of coolant management and pave the way for safer and more efficient nuclear energy. Stay tuned to For Science Salah Lotfy channel as I continue to bring you the latest scientific discoveries shaping the future. Hey there, science fans, where we explore the wonders of science and technology. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of nuclear reactors. These marvels of engineering are at the forefront of our quest for clean and sustainable energy. These incredible machines provide us with clean energy, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and helping to combat climate change. But they wouldn't be possible without a key ingredient: water. Yes, the same water we drink and use every day plays a crucial role in the operation of nuclear reactors. Water is what we call a coolant in nuclear reactors. Its primary function is to absorb the heat generated during the nuclear fission process and transfer it away from the reactor core. Its job? To keep things from getting too hot. Without water, the reactor would quickly overheat, leading to potential meltdowns and catastrophic failures. You see, nuclear reactions release tremendous amounts of heat, and managing this heat is one of the biggest challenges in nuclear power generation. If we don't remove that heat efficiently, the reactor could overheat and cause serious problems, including potential radiation leaks and environmental hazards. Water is great at its job for several reasons. It's not just any liquid, it's uniquely suited for this role. First, it's an excellent heat absorber. Water can soak up a lot of heat energy before its temperature rises significantly, making it ideal for cooling purposes. It can soak up a lot of heat energy before its temperature rises significantly. This property is known as high specific heat capacity, and it's one of the reasons water is so effective in cooling systems. Second, water is readily available and relatively inexpensive. We have vast amounts of it on our planet, and it's easy to source and transport to where it's needed. And third, we've developed a deep understanding of water's properties, allowing us to use it safely and effectively in these complex systems. Decades of research and experience have gone into perfecting the use of water in nuclear reactors. This knowledge helps us to design and operate reactors that are both efficient and safe, ensuring that we can harness the power of nuclear energy without undue risk. But don't be fooled by water's apparent simplicity. While it may seem like a straightforward solution, using water as a coolant in nuclear reactors comes with its own set of challenges. Using water as a coolant in nuclear reactors comes with its own set of challenges, especially when we're dealing with the intense conditions inside these powerhouses. The high temperatures and pressures can cause water to behave in unexpected ways. Engineers and scientists must constantly monitor and adjust the cooling systems to ensure they function correctly. It's a delicate balance, but one that is crucial for the safe and efficient operation of nuclear reactors. So next time you take a sip of water, remember that this simple liquid is a key player in one of the most advanced technologies we have. Water truly is the lifeblood of nuclear reactors. Let's talk about fission reactors. These incredible machines are at the heart of many nuclear power plants around the world. These are the most common type of nuclear reactor. They are designed to harness the immense energy released from splitting atoms. In a fission reactor, atoms of uranium are split apart, releasing energy in the form of heat. This process is known as nuclear fission, and it occurs when a uranium atom absorbs a neutron and becomes unstable. This heat is used to generate steam, which drives turbines to produce electricity. The steam turns the blades of the turbines, which are connected to generators that produce electrical power. Water plays a critical role in this process. Without water, the reactor would overheat and the entire system would fail. It acts as both a coolant and a moderator. As a coolant, water absorbs the heat produced by the fission reactions, preventing the reactor from overheating. As a coolant, water flows through the reactor core, absorbing the heat generated by fission. This heated water is then circulated out of the reactor core to transfer the heat away. This hot water is then pumped to a steam generator, where it heats up another loop of water, producing steam. This secondary loop of water is kept separate from the reactor water to prevent contamination. As a moderator, water helps to slow down the neutrons released during fission. Slower neutrons are more effective at sustaining the chain reaction needed for continuous energy production. Slower neutrons are more likely to cause further fission reactions, thus sustaining the chain reaction. This delicate balance maintained by water ensures the reactor operates efficiently and safely, providing a steady supply of electricity. However, operating water coolant systems in fission reactors presents some serious challenges. One of the biggest headaches is corrosion. Imagine metal pipes constantly exposed to high temperatures, high pressure, and radiation. That's a recipe for corrosion. Corrosion can weaken reactor components, leading to leaks and other safety concerns. To combat this, we use special corrosion-resistant materials and carefully control the water chemistry. We add chemicals to the water to adjust its pH, minimize the presence of dissolved oxygen, and prevent the formation of scale deposits. This careful balancing act is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the reactor's cooling system. Another challenge is the effect of radiation on water. When water molecules are exposed to radiation, they can break apart, forming highly reactive species like free radicals and hydrogen gas. These byproducts can lead to a host of problems, including increased corrosion rates, the formation of radioactive deposits, and even, in extreme cases, explosions. To mitigate these risks, we employ several strategies. One approach is to use materials with high radiation resistance in critical reactor components. Another is to carefully manage the water chemistry, adding chemicals that scavenge harmful byproducts and minimize their impact. Section 5. Fusion reactors, a new frontier for water coolant. Now let's shift gears and talk about fusion reactors. Fusion is the process that powers the sun and the stars. It involves fusing light atomic nuclei together, releasing even more energy than fission. Fusion reactors are still in the experimental phase, but they hold immense promise for clean energy production. And guess what? Water is a leading candidate for the coolant in these futuristic reactors. Fusion reactions generate even higher temperatures than fission reactions, so the demands on the coolant are even more extreme. We need materials and chemistries that can withstand these incredibly harsh conditions. Section 6. Taming the fusion beast, water chemistry control. Controlling the water chemistry in fusion reactors is paramount. We need to prevent corrosion of the reactor components, minimize the formation of radioactive byproducts, and ensure the efficient transfer of heat from the plasma to the coolant. Researchers are exploring various water chemistry strategies for fusion reactors. These include using different water additives, optimizing the pH and dissolved gas concentrations, and developing innovative materials that can withstand the intense radiation environment. The goal is to create a water coolant system that is safe, reliable, and efficient for long-term operation of fusion power plants. Section 7. Beyond the familiar, exploring alternative water chemistries. While traditional water coolants have served us well in fission reactors, researchers are constantly seeking ways to improve their performance and overcome their limitations. This has led to the exploration of alternative water chemistries. One promising avenue is the use of ammonia-based coolants. Ammonia has a higher heat capacity than water, meaning it can absorb more heat for a given temperature rise. This makes it potentially more efficient for cooling high-temperature reactors. Another alternative is potassium-based coolants. These coolants have a higher boiling point than water, which could be advantageous for reactors operating at higher temperatures and pressures. Section 8. Looking ahead, advancements in water coolant technology. The future of water coolant technology in nuclear reactors is full of exciting possibilities. Researchers are developing advanced materials that are more resistant to corrosion and radiation damage. They are also exploring new water chemistry strategies to further enhance coolant performance and safety. Nanotechnology is playing an increasing role in this field. For example, scientists are developing nanoparticles that can be added to the coolant to improve heat transfer, reduce corrosion, and even capture radioactive byproducts. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are also being harnessed to optimize water chemistry control, predict potential problems, and enhance the overall efficiency of nuclear reactors. Section 9. Conclusion. Water's enduring importance in nuclear energy. As we venture further into the 21st century, nuclear energy continues to hold significant potential for meeting our growing energy demands cleanly and sustainably. The role of water in this context cannot be overstated. It is not just a mere component but a critical element that ensures the efficiency and safety of nuclear reactors. Water serves as a coolant, a moderator, and a shield, making it indispensable in the nuclear energy landscape. And at the heart of this technology lies water, the humble yet powerful coolant that makes it all possible. Water absorbs the heat generated during nuclear fission, preventing the reactor from overheating and ensuring a stable and controlled reaction. This process is vital for the safe operation of nuclear power plants, protecting both the environment and human health. From the well-established fission reactors of today to the promising fusion reactors of tomorrow, water will continue to play a vital role in shaping the future of nuclear energy. In fission reactors, water acts as a neutron moderator, slowing down neutrons to sustain the chain reaction. In fusion reactors, water cooling systems are being designed to handle the extreme temperatures and conditions required for fusion to occur. By understanding the challenges and opportunities presented by water coolant systems, we can unlock the full potential of this remarkable technology and pave the way for a brighter, more sustainable future. Innovations in water coolant technology are continuously being developed to enhance efficiency, reduce waste, and minimize environmental impact. These advancements are crucial for the next generation of nuclear reactors, which aim to be safer, more efficient, and more sustainable than ever before. Remember, science rules. The journey of nuclear energy is far from over, and with water as a steadfast ally, we can achieve remarkable feats. The future of energy is bright, and water will continue to be at the core of this exciting journey. Hey there, science fans! Today we're diving into the fascinating and sometimes scary world of nuclear reactors. Now, when we think about nuclear power, we often think about splitting atoms and generating incredible amounts of energy, and that's true. But what we don't always think about is how we keep those reactions from turning into nuclear meltdowns. That's where coolants come in, and the most common coolant is plain old water. Water is amazing. It's great at absorbing heat, which is crucial in a nuclear reactor where temperatures can soar to over 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Plus, water is readily available and relatively inexpensive. But here's the catch. Water in a nuclear reactor doesn't stay regular water for long. It gets bombarded with neutrons, those tiny particles that are key to nuclear reactions. And when that happens, things can get a bit, shall we say, radioactive. Now, before you start picturing glowing green water, let me explain. When water absorbs neutrons, its atoms change. They become different isotopes, which are like heavier versions of the original atom. Some of these isotopes are radioactive, meaning they decay over time and release radiation. This process is called neutron activation, and it's a big deal in nuclear engineering. Don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Engineers have developed clever ways to manage these radioactive byproducts. But it's a constant challenge, and it highlights the complex relationship between water, this essential life-giving substance, and nuclear power, a technology with the potential to meet our growing energy needs. Okay, so we've established that water in a nuclear reactor gets hit by a lot of neutrons, but what does that actually do to the water? Well, imagine a game of atomic billiards. Neutrons, those subatomic cue balls, are zipping around inside the reactor core, bouncing off the uranium fuel rods. Some of those neutrons slam into the hydrogen and oxygen atoms that make up water molecules. Now, most of the time, these collisions are harmless. The neutron just bounces off, like a cue ball hitting a well-aimed bank shot. But every now and then, the neutron gets absorbed by the atom's nucleus, that dense center where most of its mass resides. When that happens, the atom gets excited, like it's had one too many cups of coffee. It's got extra energy and it needs to get rid of it. How does it release that energy? By emitting radiation. This process transforms the atom into a different isotope, which is like a heavier version of itself. For example, regular hydrogen, which has just one proton in its nucleus, can absorb a neutron and become deuterium, also known as heavy hydrogen. Deuterium is stable, meaning it doesn't decay. But if deuterium absorbs another neutron, it becomes tritium, which is radioactive. And it's not just hydrogen. Oxygen atoms in water can also undergo neutron activation, creating a whole slew of radioactive isotopes, each with its own half-life and decay mode. This radioactive cocktail is a natural consequence of using water as a coolant in a nuclear reactor. So, we've got this radioactive water flowing through our reactor. What does that mean for the safety and operation of the plant? Well, first and foremost, it means we have to deal with radiation. Radioactive isotopes decay over time, releasing different types of radiation like gamma rays and beta particles. These high-energy particles can be harmful to living tissue, damaging DNA, and increasing the risk of cancer. That's why nuclear power plants have thick concrete containment structures and multiple layers of safety systems to prevent radiation leaks. But even with these precautions, there's always a risk, however small, of an accident or malfunction. That's why it's crucial to minimize the amount of radioactive material produced in the reactor, including activated water. But radiation isn't the only challenge. Activated water also poses a thermal problem. Remember, these isotopes are like tiny hot potatoes, constantly releasing energy as they decay. This decay heat can be significant, especially in the event of a reactor shutdown, when the normal cooling systems might be compromised. That's why nuclear engineers have to design robust cooling systems that can handle the heat load from both the fission reaction and the decay of activated isotopes. It's a delicate balancing act, requiring careful calculations and sophisticated engineering solutions. Now, if you think fission reactors are hot, just wait till you hear about fusion reactors. Fusion, the process that powers the sun, involves smashing light atoms like hydrogen isotopes together to form helium, releasing even more energy than fission. It's the holy grail of clean energy, abundant fuel, no long-lived radioactive waste, and the potential to power our civilization for millennia. But achieving fusion on Earth is hard. It requires creating temperatures hotter than the core of the sun and confining that superheated plasma, a swirling soup of charged particles, within a magnetic field. And guess what? We need coolants for fusion reactors too. But fusion coolants have a much tougher job. They need to withstand even higher temperatures, intense neutron bombardment, and the corrosive effects of the plasma. Plus, we need coolants that won't interfere with the fusion reaction itself. That's why scientists and engineers are researching a wide range of advanced coolants for fusion reactors, including liquid metals, molten salts, and even supercritical fluids. These exotic materials have unique properties that make them suitable for the extreme conditions found in a fusion reactor. Section 5. The DEMO Project, a Japanese odyssey in fusion power. One of the most ambitious fusion projects in the world is happening right now in Japan. It's called the DEMO Project, and it aims to build the first fusion power plant to demonstrate the feasibility of generating electricity from fusion. And you guessed it, cooling is a major challenge for DEMO. The current design for DEMO uses water as a primary coolant, but not just any water. It's a special mixture of water and lithium, a light metal that's great at absorbing neutrons. This lithium-lead coolant will flow through a complex network of pipes and channels surrounding the fusion reactor, carrying away heat and protecting the reactor's components from the intense radiation. But even with lithium's neutron-absorbing abilities, activation is still a major concern. The coolant will become radioactive over time, requiring careful handling and disposal. Plus, the high temperatures and radiation can degrade the materials used in the cooling system, leading to corrosion and potential leaks. That's why researchers are constantly working on improving the design of the cooling system, developing new materials, and exploring alternative coolants that might be more resistant to activation and degradation. Section 6. Water under fire. Radiolysis in the fusion furnace. Now let's talk about another challenge for water coolants in fusion reactors, radiolysis. Remember those high-energy neutrons we talked about? Well, they don't just activate atoms, they can also break apart water molecules, splitting them into their constituent atoms, hydrogen and oxygen. This process, called radiolysis, is like molecular sabotage. It creates a whole bunch of free radicals, highly reactive atoms that can wreak havoc on the reactor's materials. Imagine a bunch of tiny Pac-Man zipping around, gobbling up the reactor's innards. Not good. To make matters worse, radiolysis also produces explosive gases like hydrogen and oxygen. Remember the Hindenburg? Yeah, we don't want that happening inside a fusion reactor. That's why engineers are exploring ways to suppress radiolysis, such as adding chemicals to the coolant or using different materials for the reactor's components. So, as you can see, water as a coolant in a fusion reactor is a bit like a love-hate relationship. It's readily available, it's great at absorbing heat, but it's also prone to activation and radiolysis. Talk about a complicated relationship. Section 7. Beyond water, the quest for the perfect coolant. So, if water has all these challenges, why not use something else? Well, scientists and engineers are hard at work exploring a whole slew of alternative coolants for both fission and fusion reactors. These advanced coolants have to be tough. They need to withstand extreme temperatures, intense radiation, and resist activation and degradation. One promising candidate is liquid metals like sodium, lead, and even molten gold. These metals have excellent thermal properties, meaning they can absorb and transfer heat incredibly efficiently. Plus, they're less prone to radiolysis than water. However, liquid metals can be corrosive and difficult to handle, so they require special pumps and piping. Another option is molten salts, which are basically just what they sound like. Salts that have been heated until they melt into a liquid. Molten salts have high boiling points, making them suitable for high-temperature reactors, and they're also less prone to activation than water. However, some molten salts can be corrosive and pose challenges for material compatibility. And then there are supercritical fluids, which are like a weird hybrid between a liquid and a gas. Supercritical water, for example, exists at extremely high temperatures and pressures and has unique properties that make it an efficient coolant. However, supercritical fluids are still in the early stages of research, and much more work needs to be done to assess their feasibility. Section 8. The future of nuclear coolants. Innovation and safety. As we venture further into the 21st century, nuclear power will play an increasingly important role in meeting our growing energy demands. And with that comes the responsibility to ensure that nuclear power is safe, reliable, and sustainable. That's why research into nuclear coolants is so crucial. By developing advanced coolants that can withstand the extreme conditions found in fission and fusion reactors, we can make nuclear power even safer, more efficient, and more environmentally friendly. Imagine a future where nuclear power plants are even more compact, more powerful, and produce even less waste. That's the promise of advanced coolants. It's a future where we can harness the power of the atom to create a cleaner, more sustainable world. Section 9. Keep on learning nuclear power and the future. So, there you have it, folks. The fascinating and sometimes challenging world of nuclear coolants. We've covered a lot of ground today, from neutron activation and radiolysis to advanced coolants like liquid metals and molten salts. but this is just the tip of the iceberg. I encourage you to keep learning about nuclear power and the incredible science and engineering behind it. It's a field full of challenges and opportunities, and it's up to all of us to stay informed and engaged in the conversation about our energy future. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand about nuclear technology, the better equipped we'll be to make informed decisions about our energy future. So, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep those brain juices flowing. Welcome back to the For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of radiation challenges in fusion facilities, especially focusing on the ITER project. Let's see how these issues are tackled to ensure safety and efficiency. ITER, or the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, is one of the most advanced fusion energy projects on the planet. It's made up of 3 main buildings, each housing critical components of the reactor. But managing radiation levels both during plasma operations and after shutdown is a major hurdle. Using MCNP calculations, detailed radiation maps of the ITER complex have been created. Let's break it down. During plasma operation, neutron doses inside port cells stay below 1 sievert per H. However, photon doses near the upper cooling pipes can skyrocket to a staggering 3.2 ksvh. After shutdown, photon doses from activated pipe chases can still hit several SVH near cooling pipes, even 106 seconds later. These figures highlight the intense radiation environment that fusion reactors must handle both during and after their operations. Now let's talk about optimizing water coolant chemistry. This is crucial in both fission and fusion reactors for maintaining safety and performance. In fission reactors, technologies like PWR, VVR, and CANDU use precise chemical adjustments to prevent corrosion, optimize fuel performance, and manage radiation exposure. Fusion reactors, like Japan's DEMO, use water at similar temperatures and pressures as PWRs. However, ongoing research is necessary to tackle unique challenges like radiolytic water decomposition. Effective shielding is another key solution to radiation challenges. By surrounding pipes and critical components with the right materials, reactors can protect against neutron and gamma radiation, reducing risks for both personnel and equipment. To wrap it up, managing radiation and optimizing water coolant systems are vital for the future of fusion energy. Advancements in projects like ITER and Japan's DEMO are paving the way for safer and more efficient reactors. Thanks for tuning in to the For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Stay with us for more insights into groundbreaking scientific innovations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating updates. Hello everyone! As we wrap up this episode of For Science Salah Lotfy channel, I want to take a moment to extend a heartfelt thanks to the remarkable researchers who are pushing the boundaries of nuclear reactor technology. Their tireless efforts and innovative approaches are paving the way for a safer and more efficient future in energy production. Your dedication and expertise have truly made this study a cornerstone in the field of coolant optimization for both fission and fusion reactors. The meticulous research and countless hours spent in the lab have not gone unnoticed. Let's dive into the crux of this groundbreaking research. Titled Water Coolant Performance for Fission and Fusion Reactors, this study explores the critical role of water as a coolant in nuclear reactors, examining its effectiveness and the challenges it faces. The research delves into the thermal properties of water, its heat transfer capabilities, and the potential for innovation in coolant technology. This significant study was presented at the technical meeting on compatibility between coolants and materials for fusion facilities and advanced fission reactors, organized by the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, Austria, from October 30th to November 3rd, 2023. The event brought together leading experts from around the world to discuss and share their latest findings. This groundbreaking work was carried out by a distinguished team from the Nuclear Power Plants Authority in Cairo, Egypt. Their commitment to advancing nuclear technology is truly commendable. Leading the charge was Dr. Tarek Farouk Nagla, the principal researcher and corresponding author. His vision and leadership have been instrumental in driving this project forward. Alongside him, chemical engineer Mohamed Elmesawy made key contributions, bringing his expertise in chemical processes to the table and ensuring the accuracy and reliability of the data. While Chemist Nahla Atta Ismaiel provided invaluable insights that greatly enhanced the research. Her analytical skills and attention to detail were crucial in interpreting the complex data. Their collaboration has gifted us with fresh perspectives on coolant optimization in advanced reactor systems. The synergy of their combined efforts has led to breakthroughs that could revolutionize the industry. On behalf of For Science Salah Lotfy channel, I express my deepest gratitude to these researchers for their vital contributions to science and innovation. Their work not only advances nuclear technology, but also serves as a beacon inspiring future advancements in the field. Their work not only advances nuclear technology, but also serves as a beacon, inspiring future advancements in the field. The implications of their research extend far beyond the lab, potentially impacting global energy policies and sustainability efforts. And now, I turn to you, our viewers. Share your thoughts on this research in the comments below. What aspects of nuclear technology intrigue you the most? What topics or research areas would you like us to explore in future episodes? Your suggestions are invaluable to us. Your input helps us bring you the most relevant and impactful science content. We are committed to making science accessible and engaging for everyone. Thank you for watching for Science Salah Lotfy channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on groundbreaking scientific discoveries. Your support helps us continue to bring you high-quality content. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of science.